Hi, and welcome to the Ada K Show. I am Ada K. Brown, and am currently a criminal justice major, and I'm a deaf courtroom commentator. Grab a cup of Java, and let's dive in. Welcome, everybody. I can hear me, but I can't hear any of the music. Can y'all hear the music? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I can hear me. Welcome, everybody. I'm trying to get this audio worked out. I don't know. We were doing a live. Everything was great, and there was no problems. Everything was fabulous, and all of a sudden we switch, and I have no lives. I have nothing. I have nothing. Okay, here I am. Okay, now I got everything I think fixed. I think Gerald hearing aids are picking up. For some reason, my system is Bluetoothing to his hearing aids and it's rocking me out. Woo, doggy. All right, guys. So we've got an interesting thing. As soon as she hops in, we have been following exclusively the Brenda Deutch foster mom trades foster daughter for a monkey. So what happened? Well, this foster mom, first of all, had, I think, 2 biological children. 2 biological children, at least that I know of. Thank you for liking. And then after they were grown up, she decided to be a foster mom with I think, husband number 3. I got to get rid of the solo cup, dude. That doesn't need to be here. With husband number 3, and I could be wrong. I think husband number 3. Anyway, she's 70 years old. She had 2 foster daughters left in the home. At one point, there were 12 of them. I don't understand why, but she also had monkeys. She had 3 capuchins and 2, okay, let me get her on stage, and 2 spider monkeys. Can you hear me, Miss Justice?
Yes.
Okay, but I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Can y'all hear her? Because I cannot.
Can you hear me?
Let me
Hello?
see. Can you keep talking so I know I can hear you?
Okay.
I'm switching because I'm not getting anything.
Hello?
All right, well, I'm going to have to read you because I don't have you in my ears and I don't know what is going on. I want to get
Hello?
it in.
Can anybody hear me?
Okay, this is what I was having problems with earlier, and now it's in Gerald mode. Don't ask me why, but I can read you, babe. Okay, I'm going to let,
Hello?
can y'all hear her? I need that.
Hello?
Before we get started, I want to make sure, can you not hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Hold on, babe. I'm working on it. You can hear both of us. Okay, Justice, if you can hear me, I can't hear you, but I can read you. And they can hear you. Okay.
All right. And I'm right here.
Wonderful. No, I cannot. I'm reading you with captioning. That's okay. Keep talking. So while I'm fixing this or trying to fix it, I am going to...
Can you turn off the music maybe?
Want to say welcome so much. Can you give us an update? What's happened? You had a motion hearing today and other things have happened. So can you go ahead and I'm going to slice this monkey. I'm going to slice this pie differently. Go ahead, Justice, and tell us what happened yesterday. What was going on yesterday?
Can you turn the music part off?
Music is on. See, I don't hear music. There we go. Thank you.
Now,
I didn't even know the music was on.
Can you hear me now?
Nope, that didn't work. It's okay. I'm going to do something a little different. I can't even hear that.
Can you hear me now?
Let me see if I can get my hearing aids connected and see if that works. But in the meantime, go ahead, my dear. And what we're going to do is I'd like for you to start off with yesterday's hearing and kind of catch us up.
Okay, yesterday's hearing. Okay, so yesterday they presented with her lawyer. Her lawyer asked for a bond reduction. So when it first started, I'll start from there. I'm getting kind of ahead. So the prosecutor, when they first started, the prosecutor went over the charges, just a summary of what we were, there for. And then her attorney talked and asked for a bond reduction. And as soon as, can you hear me now? Okay. As soon as
I was hearing you and then it went out.
So when her lawyer talked, the judge at first gave her, now remember, her bond is set at $250,000. And
cash, no
only.
percent. You
no
can't,
10%.
100% cash bond.
Yeah, 100%, $250,000, $250,000. So her lawyer asked for a bond reduction with 10%. So the judge listened to his plea and said, okay, I'll give you $50,000 with 10%. Now, the prosecutor came back with a wrecking ball. Like he just
Came
threw
in
it
like
out
a
of,
wrecking ball. I
yes,
couldn't resist.
and said, listen, here's the thing. She sent a minor to Texas that she adopted, that she agreed to take care of. And there are other options when you need a break, even adopted children, to use respite. And you sent this child out of state to Texas, not knowing how she'd be cared for, not knowing the living conditions, nor the capabilities of the person that you sent her to. And not to mention, we pulled the jail calls, and she's tampering with witnesses and evidence, trying to get people
No.
to dispose of the evidence that they needed. And they said that's just not okay. And he goes, and also we have another 2-page victim statement of what she's done to a child. And they read it in court, and they said that is complete torture. So then the judge comes back and said, well, the prosecutor went on about how we're ready for a grand jury and we're ready to do this tomorrow, which is today. And
Wow.
the
Wait,
judge
wait, wait,
goes,
wait. Grand juries don't always happen that quickly. They usually happen a few
well,
months
they were
later.
right, but the prosecuting attorney was on cue, and he goes, we're ready to proceed tomorrow. And we have our jurors selected and ready to move. And the judge comes back and says, bond reduction denied, everything else denied. We're going to grand jury tomorrow, which is today. And furthermore, we will see what that decision is. We'll schedule for a bond reduction hearing tomorrow. And he goes, and we'll go from there. So went in front of the grand jury today, and she is being indicted, and the bond reduction hearing has been canceled for tomorrow, and a trial will be set in June.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. First of all, congratulations, my dear.
Thank you so much. I was
Oh, I bet
so
you're
excited.
so excited and relieved. She can't get out of jail. You're
Right.
safe.
And
Oh, do you want to share that other information that happened to you, or do you want to just keep that private?
what other information? I've got
Um, something happened to you outside the courtroom?
Oh, yes. So while we were in court, thank you. So while I was in court yesterday, Brenda's blood sister had hit me, and the jail liaison caught it. So we
Okay,
waited.
wait. Well, that's back. Explain the hit,
So
please.
as she was passing by, she kicked me, and was
Her
called like,
body touched your body on purpose.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's not a smart move.
no. And so when they were done talking to Brenda, the jail liaison stood up immediately, and her 8 people that were there for Brenda blocked the breezeway between the courtroom and the lobby. And the jail liaison called the deputy that was in the courtroom and the prosecuting attorney, and they walked us, me and my friends, they walked us through by the judge's chambers and on out the back of the courthouse up to our cars.
And then what happened?
And then I got a call. The prosecuting attorney got a hold of me a little later, and he goes, come up here and sign these papers if you want to make a statement, and we're going to extradite this to the judge. So they did that today. Hold on, there's more good news. So
Lady, because I haven't heard the rest of this.
no. So that's tampering with a witness, and they are not going to
Assault?
tolerate. Yes, and they are not going to tolerate it.
So are they
So
declaring it an assault as well?
yes. So also, Texas has a charge of fraud, and they're sending those charges here to Missouri. Not to mention, they're getting her on other fraud charges as to she was doing taxes and putting those foster kids on other people's taxes and getting that money. She was collecting money.
Back it up. Whoa. Back it up. How in the hell? Okay, she could declare those kids on her taxes, but if
No,
she
she
did, no, wait,
cannot.
But if she did, I mean, that's what she was doing. She was trying to declare those children on her taxes, and that would have gotten her butt in a lot of trouble. So she then had other people declare. How do you declare a child that's not yours on your taxes?
Well, I don't know, but she's been doing it for many years.
Oh, that's federal fraud.
So, and I also told them
Oh,
who she used, whose taxes that she put those kids on.
you knew?
Yeah.
You knew this
So,
was going on?
yeah, but I mean, I didn't think anything of it till they brought it up today and asked me, and I said, "Well, yeah, I'll tell you exactly who's been claiming them because she can't file taxes. She's disabled. That's another thing that brings
Well,
up
see, well,
another.
that's not true. I mean, it is and it isn't. I mean,
Well,
she can't,
I
you,
can
it
file.
like, I could, if I get married with my ex, it puts it, if it goes over a certain tax bracket, I have to file my tax. I have to file disability when it goes over a certain tax bracket. But if she's declaring she's working and she's getting disability and working at the same time.
She was
Oh,
she wasn't though till a few years ago.
doesn't matter. She's on disability and she's working and not declaring it.
Yeah.
Oh, she can now she can get up to
Hey,
like usually it's about $1,000 a month or 900 or somewhere around that ballpark, depending on who you are and where you live.
right. So okay. So wait, it gets better. So
No. Oh, Elena,
she
I'm
was
sorry. We got
also
wait,
collecting.
Justice for 200. Hold on. We got some new people here. Elena is the biological child of this woman, but they are not in any way in a relationship. Okay. So Elena is the inside person for this case. And in fact, this case has come to a head because not Elena. Justice for 200 is the inside person, Elena, for this case. And it's because of her this case has gotten where it is. So this is I don't like calling her your daughter her daughter because that's not something that you feel comfortable with. Am I correct about that?
Correct.
Okay. She's her biological child, but there's no relationship. All right, keep going.
Okay. So then she was collecting money on a kid that wasn't even in her home.
How
And
does that work? How do they not know?
this woman is so crooked that she couldn't draw a straight line if she tried. And I can't speak much on this one, but apparently she was collecting food stamps on people that weren't even there. I don't know. I did not know that till today. And I said I can't speak on that because I did not know about it.
Okay, guys, watch your ears. Watch your ears. Really?
Yeah.
So you're you're having people use your foster kids to get taxes exemptions, and you're getting a portion of that money, and I'm sure they are too, so they're gonna be in trouble. You have this woman trading a child for a monkey, abusing her foster kids. Out of 200 foster kids, y'all, in 3 decades, there were 250 CPS hotline calls. Nothing was ever done. You have a woman who's filing for food stamps on kids that aren't with her. You have a woman who is working while on disability and not claiming it. Yeah, I mean, how much? Please tell me there's more.
Yes. So
Oh God.
they can clearly see that she can work. So they're also doing that, and they're freezing all money coming in.
This woman has probably at least I can think of 5 felony charges that could hit her.
And now with today's case, she has been indicted. She cannot
Oh.
she cannot bond out. She's done.
So, well, actually she could. If somebody goes and slaps down 250 grand on the counter, she can bond out.
They're saying that That's not a choice anymore.
Okay, so they revoked her bond.
Yeah, because originally we were supposed to have a bond hearing tomorrow, and that's been canceled, and trial will be set probably June.
Okay,
at the
but here's
latest.
the thing. Please understand, don't get your hopes up because trial dates change like the wind.
Oh, I know, but they are pushing it through pretty quick. I was really, really shocked to hear grand jury was today.
Well, I want to know is number one, she's hired her own attorneys. That may not last if there's no money that can be used because if they freeze her accounts, any money that she's supposed to pay them will not be used. So how is
Right.
she
And
paying for an attorney? Who is paying? Is she still married?
no,
Okay. So how many husbands did she have? I thought you said 3. I could be wrong.
two.
2. Okay, 2 husbands. So we're I'm a little bit on the shock side, I gotta be honest. I was like, this I didn't I mean, there's so much well, I knew that there could be also federal charges because it went cross state line.
Right.
The
But
crime
more charges
did.
are coming.
I know, but the problem is that, the state's got charges on her, but if the federal come in, the federal probably will trump the state. And if it goes to a federal level, then we can't have any access in court other than through you. But if they go continue this part of it in a state case, then it is zoomed and all that. I need you and I'll work on getting me access to that if there's not already.
Oh
But
yeah. Girl, I will give you I will make this as big and as streamed and as accessible as possible. Trust and believe.
oh,
I
well,
am
I
so
will appreciate it.
you have no idea how relieved and I can rest and just relax now knowing she's stuck there.
Well, yes. Now the thing is that my concern is now is all right, the second girl that was in the home at the time of all this is now away from her, of course, and I guess is in another foster home, or did she age out?
The one that was sent to Texas?
No, there was you said there were 2 girls in the home or 2 children. I said can't say girls. 2 children in the
Right.
home.
Okay.
I
Right.
can't,
One.
babe. Hold on, Heike. I can't put captions. You need to click on your own. It'll come up on the replay, babe. Captioning comes up on the replay. It won't come up live. I'm sorry. So anyway, go ahead. There, you said there were 2 girls in the or 2 children in the home. The girl was sent to Texas. Was there somebody else in the home at that time with her, or was it just her?
Yes. No, it was my brother and he's
Okay.
13. Yes.
And he's with a safe person and doing okay?
Yes. No,
And
he's
this
not. Okay.
well, I mean, what I mean by doing okay is he's not in a bad situation. He's in a good
No.
place, food.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all these children are gonna have a lot of counseling and a lot of
Yes.
recovery and
And
a lot of rehab and a lot of love, and I hope they get it.
I have asked, I have asked, and I have not gotten an answer yet, but it's getting towards the end of the day. They're trying to wrap things up. If I can write a victim impact statement that I can read in court.
Okay, but that's not gonna happen for a while, though.
Right. But I can still work on it.
Oh, definitely, but, I don't know about in your state, but in Texas, which really pisses me off, they have to name you as a victim.
Right. But
Only
I'm not going to speak just for myself. I'm going to speak for the whole big
group.
picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hope you do because you would be fabulous at it, and these children need a voice.
Right. And
They
so,
need a voice.
yeah. But I will send, if I haven't already, I will send you what the t-shirts are going to look like. And I'm going to get with my friend because I do believe we have a stock of shirts in storage that are brand new. I'm going to pull those out. No, I am not anymore. No, I am not at this time.
I can hear the difference in your tone and in your voice. You are definitely not in fear anymore, and I'm so happy for you about that. If you can't tell, but your voice last time I could tell that there was fear, and I am so relieved for you. And the children that you're safe.
Yes, and I've had quite a few reach out to me already this afternoon saying that they can also rest.
Yes. All right. Can you real quick?
Yes.
T-shirts.
Real
We'll
quick,
use
recap.
well, hold on. with the t-shirts. I would love one.
Okay.
I'm not 2X, but I prefer just in case I shrink a 2X. I will get with you about how to get it to me as soon as possible because I will wear it for the days of trial.
Yes,
So
and I will update with that when we have everything in order.
that sounds great, and I will blast it out there. What about the Brenda's friends? They are my concern. That's my concern. Does she have any
I'm
friends? What is her support
she
system?
she has 8 people, and I'm not worried about them because I'm just not worried about them.
Well,
I
and
mean,
then after today, after yesterday, and they brought charges. They were going to bring charges on the person for tampering with a witness and or not tampering with a witness, intimidating a witness and possible
yeah,
assault. Then you would really, yeah, I would be scared to do anything too.
right.
So go ahead and do a quick recap for those who just hopped on.
Okay, a quick recap. Court today was in front of the grand jury. The grand jury has indicted her.
Yesterday was a hearing on her bond. They set it at 250,000 cash only. It has been revoked. Neo Gamer 80s Music Man, hello. It has been revoked. She is not getting out of jail. And this is a wonderful thing. Now, they do have the right to a speedy trial, but June is extremely speedy. We'll see. The other thing is that they may want to do this as quickly as possible for the state side, so she will be released for the federal.
And so that they're also taking consideration that we call ourselves survivors and not victims. I know they use victims because that's the term that's used in court, and I respect that, but so we can move on with our life and put this all behind us.
Well, not only that, but it will also free up some, once this is said and done, it'll free up some funding and availability for those survivors to get assistance. And the victims advocacy, they should have one in every court, but you should be in contact if you're not already with victims advocacy. There's a lot of things they can help you on, including hotel and food and whatnot if you have to travel or anybody has to come in that are victims, or victims that are minors with adults, then they will help all of that stuff. So if you don't know, get a hold of your victims advocacy if you've not already, and see how they can help you because they can be a lot of assistance. They pay for counseling, they can pay for medical, they can pay for a lot of things. I know that some of these kids, now most of these people are aged out and no longer in the system. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so because of that, the system's not gonna pay for them, but the victims advocacy wherever they are, as long as they're listed as a victim in this case. So if you can get your district attorney to list every single child that was abused as a victim in the hearings or however they're gonna do it, then they can get that they can get that assistance.
Her trial will be held in Missouri in the county that I live in,
But we're
where she is
talking about
jailed at.
but the fraud that happened in Texas will have to happen in
That will
Texas.
be they are sending that to Missouri.
So they're transferring that charge to Missouri?
Yes, because she lives in Missouri and that's where it happened at.
Okay. All
They're
right.
just helping. They're just helping.
They're assisting in the investigation.
Right. And also there is a court proceeding that is in Texas, but that's on the child's best interest in that matter.
Yeah, we
Not the
won't.
yeah, I can't speak on that, but there is
No.
court going on up there, but that's for her. But
And that
the
will be
main
closed.
yeah, and the main one is here where I live. So right, it won't drag on, and I'll be so glad to get this behind us. We are so far into this, and we are just so close. I am so ready.
Okay. Well, love, we are here for you. We're excited for the good news. I knew it was going to be good news. I just knew it. I
Come
couldn't
in.
imagine it being anything else. Hmm?
Oh, my daughter came in and asked if they could go to the park.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to
Yeah.
keep you too long. We've been on live all day. Let's real quick while you're on, let's pull this up. We do a giveaway. Go ahead and for all those who who do the I liked because it's an incentive for people to like the video, hit I liked real quick before I do it. Ronnie, so happy for you and all of this moving so fast. Yes, it is. But don't get discouraged. Justice for 200. If it does slow down or you reach a snag, especially when you're dealing with y'all, hurry up and do the I liked. There's more of y'all. There's enough of y'all on. What's going to happen is this could potentially slow down. God, I hope not. Um, God, I hope not. But if it does, don't get discouraged.
No, no. But I know we're where we need to be.
Yay, Miss June. We'll do another draw. Yes, you are where you need to be. Now you can walk around and breathe a little bit. Go and enjoy your evening. I know what it's like to not be able to breathe. Hello, it's Britt. Congratulations. I know what it's like to finally be able to be free and to breathe. So do that. Enjoy your evening. Love on your kids and know that you guys can sleep well. Oh, you're welcome, Heike. Anything to, this is very important. Brenda's locked up and can't get out, but I want to know how she's affording a private attorney or two.
Well, that's my guess too, and that's good. That's one of my questions to the team, which we'll get there. We'll find out. It'll come to light.
Well, but if they have seized her property or land and her finances, then she may not get to keep these attorneys. She may have to take a public defender.
Right. Or I mean, quite honest, and I know that's not what they do, but she just needs to sit there and just sit there with nothing.
Well,
that's just the way it is.
Everything is frozen. Everything is good. I am so happy and blessed. I'm for you, excited for you. Just keep us posted. We will keep putting this out there. What I might do is when this does get closer to trial, and I mean really close to trial, I might try to do a streamer panel where I invite other content creators to come on and we share all this and get everybody caught up and try and get this out there. But in the meantime, I know I am too.
I am so ready. And for the record, even when this is over, I still want to do this.
I got it. I got it. Yeah. We need to keep everything going. Yellow Brick Road, follow the Yellow Brick Road. I will watch on replay. Wonderful.
Follow
One sunny day.
Follow the Yellow Brick Road to Crazy Town. That's where she's at.
Some people have no idea. No. Hey, what? Too bad we can't put her in with Lori Daybell Vallow.
Right.
All right, babe. I'm going to say you have a fabulous evening. Thank you so much. Go get some rest. You deserve it. Take a breath. Enjoy yourself. Get a bubble bath. Do something nice for you.
Oh, yeah. I've been prancing around everywhere. And everybody's like, my daughter's like, why are you so happy? I said, can't I be?
I am so happy because I is free and I don't have to worry about this crazy woman coming after me. Right. And she is sitting there miserable.
Yay! Finally, she's getting what she put us through.
I think they can do a lot worse to her to make it equal, but that's okay. Life in prison would be good.
By putting her in general population?
Well, they're actually in jails. That's a little different with her age and everything else, and they take a lot to consideration. And they may put her in self-unalive watch for a while and isolation and all that and psych and all that.
That'll do her in. That'll do her in too. And isolation.
Some people just can't handle that. So anyway, well, go love on your babies. Have a great evening. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody else, but you be blessed. Keep in touch. We'll be talking soon.
Okay.
Bye, love. Y'all, yay! Congratulations for her and for the children. For all the children. That woman had over 200 children in a 30-year span and a 250 calls to hotlines. That's documented, yet nobody did anything. And finally, it is coming to pass. Eventually, she will go to Gen Pop. Eventually, she will. But we will see what happens. It won't happen overnight, but yes, she will be in Gen Pop. All right, guys, it's been a interesting day. Tomorrow morning we'll go live. We'll see Karen Reed, and we will do the Lori Daybell during their break, and we'll get all caught up with that. In the meantime, y'all have a fabulous evening. I got Bible study to get to. I haven't finished my lesson. Well, only about one question from done. So I'm going to go do that so I can go. All right, guys, be blessed. Miigwech. We'll see you in the. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I hope you have an awesome day. Till next time, take care.